every human soul, from the most highborn lord to the most basic servitor, is dedicated to the service of the God Emperor of mankind. The Imperium's battle fleets and armies, from the conscripted soldiers of the Astra Militarum to the elite space marines of the Adeptus Astartes, keep humanity safe from alien threats and cosmic horrors beyond imagining. But there is another war. It is the one in which I serve. Our war is not one of battlefields and fleet engagements. It is waged by the dedicated agents of the Imperial Inquisition. It is fought in the cities and hives of the Imperium. In the back streets and the forgotten sublevels. In hive cities like Tertian.
We are surrounded! Don't get overrun! Through this door!
For if the Inquisition fails, if we fail, the Imperium falls with us.
do you do? Let's get into making our Skitari. This is Cosmo Weird. We got a new class available, and we're gonna get in there. The Skitari Alpha Primus are veteran Skitari warriors, upgraded and enhanced with sacred combat doctrines and advanced tactical cogitators. Unleash an electric discharge around you. Enemies within 6 meters are electrocuted for 2 seconds, sending them and dealing damage. Using Voltaic Expander at 2 charges or above, extend the range to 9 meters. And when using Voltaic Expander at 3 charges above, extend the meter 12 meters, okay? Servo Skull, you're accompanied by a Servo Skull that you can order by double tapping your tag input. You can order to shoot at nearby enemies. You can also order to complete a data interrogation. Activating the Blitz empowers it for 8 seconds. Your Servo Skull gains 100% fire rate, 5% damage. Attacks apply 1 stack burn, max 8 stacks. It's hard to take 50% damage. Okay. You analyze a coherency, regenerate 25% coherency toughness regardless of enemy proximity. Enemy proximity slows down coherency regeneration? What? Classic iconic. Your abilities are powered by your motive engine. You have 3 base charges. Abilities require at least 1 charge to be activated. Spend up to 3 charges, providing additional effects for each charge. 2% capacitance each second. Under capacitance, you generate 1 charge, and the capacitance is reset. You also generate 2% capacitance on kills, increase 4% on leap specialist kills, and you have the Arc Maul, the Mechanicus Power Sword, the Paratransonic, you have the Arc Rifle, and 3 weapons. 3 weapons. 3 ranged, 3 melee, 3 builds. Long range. Oh, how do I want to do it? So the Arc Maul and the Arc Rifle. And then you have probably a sword and pistol, and then blades and a rifle. I would go 4, I think.
What is the meaning of this?
A message from Branks Minor? Curious.
And all that meat around that mask of hers, it's all leathery and burnt.
Gracious Omnissiah, reveal to me that which is hidden. Awaken that which is sleeping. Grant voice to that which is silent.
We're picking up all specs contacts in your area.
Yes, I know.
I like how they're standing
We
with their
have
heads
received a
slightly
rule
tilted.
from
It's
the
interesting.
Omnissiah.
I wonder what that incense smells like. It's even incense.
Omnissiah be praised. An Alpha Primus shrine.
So they can use that to turn conscripts into Alpha Primus.
With so many Skitari cohorts already fighting on Atoma, we should have no shortage of suitable volunteers
Skitari cohorts.
for augmenting.
They're gonna take the Skitari warriors that are already fighting, start making them into these specialized units. That's pretty cool. First one up. And this music. Bro, this is cool and all, but this shit sucks. Like, the future sucks. Look at that.
Let the mysteries unfold. Praise the Omnissiah.
For the augmentics and enhancements, you were a regular human. Where did you come from? First option is Thrall spawn. Look at that. As a child. A human child. Oh man. The making of a hero, but having to sacrifice absolutely everything. What kind of hero are you when so much of what made you human is traded away? You know, like, oh man, God. I feel like somewhere between, you know, Carpenter Brute and Coheed and Cambria or something like that is I don't know, just like a whole epic adventure just from this standpoint, you know. Longer than records have existed, your family line has served the tech priests of your forge world. Well and trusted thralls, they have assisted in their master's experiments and studies with the luckiest, even having been blessed with holy augmentics to assist in their duties. Or omniscient pilgrim. Your ancestors left their home planet, fleeing Drukari raiders. They knew they would never see their destination. However, their faith in the Omnissiah was strong enough to assure them that their destination would welcome their offspring. Countless generations later, your ship has arrived at glorious Forge World. You and your shipmates prepare to dedicate your lives to the machine god that protected you across the void of space. Or Voidborn. The great explorator fleets of the Adeptus Mechanicus seek out lost knowledge in far-flung and scarcely visited corners of the galaxy. These are massive ventures, more akin to war fleets than what might be thought of as scientific expeditions. Each Arc Mechanicus, the designation of their kilometers-long warships, boasts a crew in the thousands, It is among this cramped and noisy environment that you were born. Your earliest memories are of a rushing steam, spinning generators, and giant actuators. As fifth in line to a minor noble house, your destiny did not lie in politics or strategic marriage. Given your house's closest ties with the Adeptus Mechanicus, service to the machine god was an honorable path for you. You never truly showed an aptitude for study, so it was fortuitous that you excelled in early reaction and combat stimulation tests. Manufacturer Rat, the overseers found you in an ammo crate, partially obscured by assembly conveyor Gamma 4. They questioned all the line workers, but no one would claim you. Being sent to the Forge Skullum was a blessing in disguise, as the life of hard labor ahead of you in manufacturing was nothing compared to the future you have now. Forge Orphan. No records exist of who your parents were or where you came from. You were inducted into a Forge orphanage at an early age. Your childhood was filled with studies of ancient manuals and omniscient canticles. From your very first memories, it has been clear to you that no other path exists but complete and utter devotion to the Omnissiah. Orvat grown, many and varied are the topics studied by the tech priests of the Adeptus Mechanicus. More than a few Magos biologists have experimented in cloning technology as an efficient way to bolster the Forge world's martial forces. This is how you entered the world, a perfect specimen for eventual induction into the Scatari. I like... the Drukhari, those are the Dark Eldar, right? I think we're gonna go with the Omniscient Pilgrim. What did you do before receiving the blessings of the Omnissiah? Let's see. Tech Scholar. You don't know why Grenon Theta 6 took you under his wing, but you will forever be grateful. Instead of a life of toil, instead were educated and schooled on the principles of investigation, the litanies of discovery, and the doctrines of preservation and protection. Coil Winder. Hundreds of miles of extruded copper cable are required every cycle in the manufacture of much of the Adeptus Mechanicus technology. Sparking electrocoils are commonplace on their machines, though no one outside the priesthood could explain why. Luckily for you, you didn't need to understand them to wind coils on insulator bobbins or a surf. Despite often having multiple brains within their misshapen but technically astounding frames, tech priests have far more important things to think about than menial errands. This is where their army of barely noticeable serfs helped to keep things running. Someone needs to light all the candles. A bolt carrier. Tech priests of the Adeptus Mechanicus value augmented humans greatly. They are a plentiful and cheap resource that can be surprisingly useful. Scrivener's attendant. The act of committing sacred knowledge to parchment seemed far too important for an unaugmented human to perform. However, the Scrivener servitors of the great archivums do need fresh scrolls delivered and their inkwells topped off from time to time. Those rarefied tasks fell to you and other robed attendants hovering in the shadows of the colossal data stacks. The Furnace Stoker. The furnaces of the forge burn continuously. They have for as long as anyone knows. Each forge world houses a veritable army of stokers who work tirelessly to keep the fires burning. The Censer Bearer. The Adeptus Mechanicus reverence for technology blurs the lines between scientific study and religious dogma. For every technological marvel, there are a dozen time-honored rituals with accompanying incense, sacred unguents, and anointing oils, and don't forget the candles. As an Omnisian pilgrim fleeing the Drukhari, I think keeping a fire burning, where you'll have enough, like, one day have enough power to fight against things like the Drukhari raiders that sent you off. I think that's pretty cool. First conflict. Your first deployment as a Skitarius can have a lasting effect on the warrior you will become. Fall of Outpost Chi Gamma 9. Chi Gamma 9 was an insignificant outpost primarily established as an observation station for a long-dead anomaly. Now used as a minor resupply station, it is still unclear why the Eldari craft world Ulthway felt the need to attack with such ferocity. Their kind hadn't been seen in the area for centuries. Due to the ferocity of the attack and the insignificance of the outpost itself, evacuation protocols were enacted, and the Eldari raiders were evaporated as the outpost's energy cores were detonated. Or the Data Wars. There is nothing so precious to the tech priest of the Adeptus Mechanicus as knowledge. It is no wonder then, when two different Forge worlds lay claim to a newly discovered data vault, that the disagreement can escalate into conflict. This was the exact scenario that occurred on one of Leptis 8's many moons on your first deployment as newly minted Skitari. Or Conflict 7 Alpha 332555498, a routine deployment to investigate communications anomalies from a distant relay station turned violent when your Skitari Ranger squad happened upon a group of beastmen raiders attempting to corrupt the Omniscience Holy Works. Fuel well placed volleys of galvanic fire cut the creatures down before they had even noticed your presence. Purification work on the relay took much longer. Or Occult Contact. When heresy is uncovered amongst the civilian population, it is not unusual for suspicion of complicity to turn on the rest of the populace. The taint of chaos can never be underestimated. And before the unwavering gaze of the Inquisition, innocence is not enough. Defensigion 8. The assault ramp on the front of your Scorpius Dune Raider clatters to the ground. The Veneric blurt from your squad alpha tells you to take up defensive positions. At the very moment the heavens seem to boil with fire as the retro thrusters of the Necropolis Hawks drop pods engage in unison. The massed horror of the swarm before you shifts. Foul bioartillery targeting the inbound Space Marines. Combat protocols engage in your cognitive processor. Litany of war echoing through your hindbrain as you raise your weapon open fire. So wait. The retro thrusters of the Necropolis Hawks? Drop pods? Mass horror of the swarm before you. Shifts. Necropolis Hawks are Space Marines? And there's a swarm for you. Shifts. The foul bar artillery targeting the inbound Space Marines. Bio artillery. What is it? The Tyranids? Sacking of Uxar Hive. Home of vast ore processing facilities. Uxar Hive was an important ally for the neighboring Forge world. When shipments started to decrease in regularity and reports of unrest among manufacturing workers grew frequent, your cohort was tasked with restoring order. What you found in the lower levels of the hive was sick perversion of humanity. Xenos infection had spread through the populace. Who knows how many generations had been affected? The whole workforce had to be cleansed. The searing blast from your radium carbine dropped the first line of Xenos brutes charging through the pass before you. A millisecond later, the Onager Doomcrawler battery behind you opened fire, and Horde disappeared in fire, smoke, and blinding lights. Through the debris, a black pall of exhaust fumes filled the air and ground and shook the rumble of their infernal machines. So front to the Omniscience Holy Machine craft must be destroyed. The Onager Doomcrawler. Mobian Fringe Wars. The Mobian Fringe Wars have raged for centuries. The planets in the outer reaches of the domain are constant battleground as chaos cults, pirates, and Xenos relatively known locally as the Darktide. Clash with Imperial forces for a foothold into the domain's rich center. Your first action saw you take to the field alongside a cohort of Adeptus Sororitas from Crucis. The Adeptus Sororitas, huh? Fighting alongside Space Marines. I like the defensive Q8. I like that there was something like this: the massed howl before you, shifts foul bio artillery targeting the inbound Space Marines. I mean, I think I would just like the way that that sounds when it opens up. I was in a Scorpius Dune Rider, whatever that is. There's fighting the Darktide before. There's fighting, going like investigating a problem. I think I like this one. Data Wars. Beastmen. Fight against the Eldar. Yeah, I think I like Unate. Okay. Scutari Alpha Primus are elite, but rewards what action saw you selected for this honor. Devotion for Valor. Mission after mission, you achieved your designated objectives and routed any who stood before you. In the Forge's Archivum, the tallies recorded against your name grew. Soon your deeds accounted for scrolls upon scrolls of reports and commendations from other force captains. For your efficiency and your effectiveness, it was clear you were destined for more. Or the Forger Guardian. Scarlet runes flooded your vision. Warnings clamored for attention. It seemed as if every system in your heavily augmented body had failed. Some of your arms responded as if on their own, raising your radiant pistol and unleashing a blinding projectile directly into the forehead of the approaching Ogren. Follow-up volley hit home, guided by the burning flare of your shot. Continue to fire, picking out targets without conscious thought, letting your cranial cogitators bear the brunt of the action. As sounds of battle fade, you regain access to your visual receptors, your finger still reflectively squeezing the trigger of your pistol, the ammo long run dry. Protective Violence. The squat Xenos thieves didn't know what they had. Clearly, probably thought it was just scrap to be melted down and turned into one of their primitive machines. Yeah, it's okay. I'm looking now at the rise to prominence for how this person was selected for Scutari Alpha Primus. They wouldn't even know what to do with the knowledge were they to discover it. No, that knowledge belonged to the safe hands of the Adept Mechanicus. The Votan would pay for their as for this transgression. I need to look at the Votan. I think some of that is in the lore. I don't know what the significance of that is. I might actually... This game makes me want to play Mechanicus 1 and 2 now that the sequel's out. I should wishlist it. The Behemoth Slayer. The beast roared. The abomination, unholy fusion of writhing flesh and grinding machinery, burned with an eldritch fire. The warp taint was obvious. This abhorrent monster must die. Your arc rifle kicked and wreathed the reading the beast in crackling energy. It rocks and roars, turning his head. It locks onto you just as you planned. Your arc rifle hums its charge building. As the Forge Fiend charges towards you, a litany of accuracy scrolling through your mind. You open fire, targeting the beast's gaping maw, igniting the plasma reserves within. Sent fire. There was again an echo, a whisper. It shouldn't be there. The whisper grew harsher, more insistent. It spoke in some archaic code, sibilant, discordant, at odds with the Messiah's song, the glorious rhythm that thrums through all of his works. Isolate the malignant waveform. It crawls across your ocular display. Refusing to be held. Your superiors must be informed. Alpha Exemplar. Arc Heretic. Gained led a crusade of terror on the Hijal system. Spell warp-tainted machines and affront to the honest eye and a scourge of the local populace. His newly promoted vanguard, Skitari Alpha, who led your squad to the forefront of this mechanicus cohort, sent to put down this traitor. The twisted heretic drew his last breath and peeled upon the shimmering blade of your sword. Or sole survivor. No more. Oh, the Votan came. There's a mention of something called the Votan, and in a video I say that I was watching, somebody implied that the Votan is like a very lore deep term, but I don't know what story it's from. I'm assuming it's from maybe one of the more recent novels, or maybe it's something out of a game, like the lore behind the Mechanicus game. What I was saying though is that then in association with getting more of the Mechanicus experience, I'm considering actually picking up the game Mechanicus now that the sequel's out. 1 and 2 are out, so it was just tying different ideas together. Alright, Sole Survivor. The unthinkable had happened. An enemy patrol had somehow evaded detection by the Theta 08 squad's auspices and ambushed them. When a handful of survivors dispatched the attackers to continue to your objective, you faced fierce opposition, slowly losing squad members and suffering terminal damage to your Vox cast array. All communication lost to your tech priest superiors, your subroutines defaulted to their last set of instructions, and you plowed forward. I think I like Forge Guardian, where you kind of black out and then your body kind of like takes control by itself. Forge Guardian. I think I like Forge Guardian. Yeah. I mean, I can look it up right now. Hold on. Votan, spelled V-O-T-A-N-N. The Votan, also known as ancestor cores, are ancient godlike supercomputers. They're the sacred central AI systems of the Leagues of Votan, a sci-fi clone-based civilization representing the spiritual rebirth. I don't know, Rebirth of classic squats? The Votan are massive repositories of knowledge, history, and genetic blueprints. Their lore goes much deeper. They were created during the humanity's dark age of technology. These hyper-advanced thinking machines accompanied their... They accompanied the earliest human mining fleets to the galactic core. Over millennia, they have accumulated vast gestalt wisdom. The kin, the Votan created and govern a race of stocky, genetically engineered human clones known as the kin. The Votan functions as society's leaders, historians, 3D printing biological crucibles, churning out new generations of kin. Because they're tens of thousands of years old, they are slowly degrading. They are becoming senescent, sometimes struggling to process new information, which drives the kin to hoard resources and ancient technology to keep the Votan functioning. The Leagues of Votan. So it's AI. It's ancient AI. What's that associated with? The Votan. I think the Votan are also maybe the kin. Anyway, I'm going with Forge Guardian. I like this one. Okay, Forge Worlds. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Let's see. Mars, Sacred Mars, the Red Planet, is the principal forge world of the Adeptus Mechanicus and seat of the Fabricator General. Change some customization. Forge World Allegiance. Okay. Ryza? Pockmarked and scarred from extensive weapon testing, the Forge World of Ryza has developed a reputation as a master weaponsmith. Breathed in suspicion and secrecy, Stages 8 is deemed too important for its operations to be disturbed by any official investigation. Branks, the mechanic is a jewel in the Mobian domain, and for integrating the prize movement steel into its creations for its almost mythical properties. So does my guy end up in Mars or Ryza, the master weaponsmiths? Styges 8. Breathed in secrecy, suspicion and secrecy. I think I like this one. What they doing here though? Mars and 40K, it's awesome. Yeah, I'll look it up. Hold on. Mars. Oh yeah. So they put like a ring. Hold up. I guess like a yeah, Mars is intense looking for sure. Holy Mars. Man. Holy Mars. Show more images. Yeah, I mean the images I'm seeing show like this great kind of constructed ring that's attached to the planet. It almost looks like a crazy kind of like it almost looks like it hurts the planet, this ring. No construction factors that from or resemble skull line. I love it. Oh, really? Does it? Oh, okay. I haven't seen that. But that's cool. Let's see here. All right. And it's like Frankenstein. pieces attached, taken apart, put back together, stapled. It's freaking sad, man. Hive cities across surface, you can see them from orbit. Wow. That's rich, man. The skull flap pulled back because they were doing stuff to the skull. Hmm. Hmm. Indeed. Yeah, indeed. Yeah, they're not exactly winning a beauty contest. I am considering the background of this character. What we arrived at was they were an omniscient pilgrim who would eventually become would perform their earliest duties by supporting a forge. And they would just keep the fire burning. The omniscient pilgrimage was from Drukhari raiders, so they started their life being pursued. Or their parents did, anyways. And they knew that the kids would basically be delivered to a forge world and have a greater future with Yonisara, immigrant story, some sort of but it's baked in, this belief. Then they go on and they, having spent years wondering when they'll have the spirit to fight back against everything like the Drukhari, what chased them out of their homes, found themselves thrown into it alongside Space Marines, fighting against, I think, possibly a Tyranid swarm or something like that. And then they have a moment where they got to defend a forge's secrets, and something takes over. And they're able. I think this is like the sole survivor, and then anyway, Without anesthetics, yeesh. I think I like that first one. It's either this one or this one for me. 1 or 3. I just can't decide if I want teeth or not. They mostly just look sad in this state. I think I'm gonna choose with 1. I think that's from the cinematic. The ocular hue. Oh, I can choose different colors. I'm gonna make a slight adjustment to their eye color, and then we have the hands. Oh man, that's what they got going on down back there. Man, that looks like it would hurt. But the way it's just like stapled in there, whatever the hell is going on back there with the butt, that stings. I mean, everything looks like it's bad, but man, it don't look good. It don't look like it don't look right. What they've done to the body is that's messed up. What's this? I were... I like this one with the corkscrew. It's getting grafted back on. Yeah. I mean, all the skin looks bruised underneath. I don't think they cared much about it. I kind of like 3 as well. Let's see what happens here. Oh, wait a second. What is... What are we actually choosing here? This is the color, but then this color? I like the kind of rusted look, to be honest. I think oh, it changes. Oh, it changes the color scheme top and bottom. I think the reason why I like some of these is because it goes with along with the idea of, like, if he was working, no, fighting alongside member, and maybe 4 or 5. He used this to fight off the Ogrins. He used it. He got somewhat possessed. He was fighting alongside the Space Marines. Now he's finally getting to do some work on his own. Then legs. With the spikes. Yeah, that's a good point. Oh, he gets different toes. He gets... I think I like one. I think that stays the same as above in terms of the finish. And then the height. What height do I want this guy to be? Probably just above average. You can't make him too tall. These are the different voices.
As tertium crumbles and decays, let the motive force be restored to those orphaned from its embrace. Let the Omnisire gaze once more upon works long lost. Let what was once secret stand revealed. So was it spoken in whir and clamor, so shall it be again. Your combat precision is acceptable. No, much scope for improvement remains. If we offer correction, you would do well to comply. A precision shot, we approve. Armor struck, correct your aim. Reloading. Function. Resuming. Return to the strike team. Engage support fire protocols. Your combat precision is acceptable. No, much scope for improvement remains. If we offer correction, you would do well to comply.
Shameful. Lifetimes it took to raise this wonder. Now it is gone. Victim to folly and hubris. No more does the hum of the motive force sing citizens to sleep. No longer do the machine spirits murmur one to another. Lifetimes to raise, moments to destroy. 1,000 curses of rust and ruin upon those who did this. Their oils be blighted. My regrets. My receptors caught a measure of the Omnisire's song. It required contemplation. Indeed. When entering hazardous territory, nasty is an asset. Almost the very worst. I look to you to inform the heretics of my displeasure. Of course, this was a world of relics. Now despoiled. For this affront, we permit no mercy. The degradable warriors who failed to defend this wonder are as guilty for its ruin as the benighted soldiers of the traitorous Six. I may serve with them, but I will never trust them. I am death. You serve well, Vassal. Unlikely. It is the only outcome that matters. We bring death to the worshippers of the ruinous creed.
Glory to the machine god! Weakness must be excised. This is simple efficiency. This world is falling. We one remains unconcerned. It matters only that enemies gather. All will weep. All will perish. There is no salvation for those who abhor the word of the machine god. Long ago, all understood this. This one will teach the lesson again and again and again. It is his purpose. You and I shall eradicate the corrupted ones together. We are all expendable. Slaughter brings completion. Logic demands that Hadron Omega 77 assume command of this war. All disharmonious units must be eradicated. Serve with rigor. Die fulfilled. Are we to accept further delay? This unit disapproves. Annul separation at once. Enact covering fire. You and I shall eradicate the corrupted ones together. We are all expendable. Slaughter brings completion.
I just gotta say that that is really cool, man. I really like what they did with the voices. It's a lot to take in because it's just this constant thing, but what a way to provide this like maximum variety in the voice work. It's so good.
As tertium crumbles and decays, let the motive force be restored to those orphaned from its embrace. Let the Omnisire gaze once more upon works long lost. Let what was once secret stand revealed. So was it spoken in whir and clamor.
Shameful. Lifetimes it took to raise this wonder. Now it is gone. Victim to folly and hubris. No more does the hum of the motive force sing citizens to sleep. No longer do the machine spirits murmur one to another.
This was a world of relics. Now despoiled. For this affront, we permit no mercy. The degradable warriors who failed to defend this wonder are as guilty for its ruin as the benighted soldiers of the traitorous Sixth. I may serve with them, but I will never.
This world is falling, we are told. This one remains unconcerned. It matters only that enemies gather. All will weep. All will perish. There is no salvation for those who abhor the word of the machine god. Long
That's
ago,
unfortunate.
all understood this. This one will teach the lesson again and again and again. It is his purpose. You and I shall eradicate the corrupted ones together. We are all expendable. Slaughter brings completion. Logic demands that Hadron Omega 77 assume command of this war. All disharmonious units must be eradicated. Serve with rigor. Die fulfilled. Are we to accept further delay? This unit disapproves. Annul separation at once. Enact covering fire. You and I shall eradicate the corrupted ones together. We are all expendable. Slaughter brings completion. Logic demands that Hadron Omega 77 assume command of this war. All disharmonious units must be eradicated.
Serve with rigor. This was a world of relics. Now despoiled.
Hold on a second. I need to go and help with my son. I'll be right back. He woke up. He's going through something. Hang tight. Alright, I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. My son, he woke up. Looks like he had a little nightmare and fortunately peed in the bed. He had to clean up. He's better now. Soldiers of the 6th.
This world is falling, we are told. This one remains unconcerned. It matters only that enemies gather. All will weep. All will perish. There is no salvation for those who abhor the word of the machine god. Long ago, all understood this. This one will teach the lesson again, and again, and again. It is his purpose. You and I shall eradicate the corrupted ones together. We are all expendable. Slaughter brings completion. Logic demands that Hadron Omega 77 assume command of this war. All disharmonious units must be eradicated. Serve with rigor. Die fulfilled. Are we to accept further delay? This unit disapproves. Annul separation at once. Enact covering fire. You and I shall eradicate the corrupted ones together. We are all expendable. Slaughter brings completion. Logic demands that Hadron Omega 77 assume command of this war. All disharmonious units must be eradicated. Serve with rigor. Die fulfilled. Are we to accept further delay? This unit disapproves. Annul separation at once. Enact covering fire. You and I shall eradicate the corrupted ones together. We are all expendable. Slaughter brings completion. Logic demands that Hadron Omega 77 assume command of this war. All disharmonious units must be eradicated. Serve with rigor. Die fulfilled. Are we to accept further delay? This unit disapproves. Annul separation at once. Enact covering fire. You and I shall eradicate the corrupted ones together. We are all expendable. Slaughter. This world is falling, we are told. This one remains unconcerned. It matters only that enemies gather. All will weep. All will perish. There is no salvation for those who abhor the word of the machine god. Long ago, all understood this. This one
will teach the lesson again and again and again. It is his purpose. You and I shall eradicate the corrupted ones together. We are all expendable. Slaughter brings completion. Logic demands that Hadron Omega 77 assume command of this war. All disharmonious units must be eradicated. Serve with rigor. Die fulfilled. Are we to accept further delay? This unit disapproves. This world is falling, we are told. This one remains unconcerned. It matters only that enemies gather. All will weep. All will perish. There is no salvation for those who abhor the word of the machine god. Long ago, all understood this. This one will teach the lesson again and again and again. It is his purpose. You and I shall eradicate the corrupted ones together. We are all expendable. Slaughter brings completion. Logic demands that Hadron Omega 77 assume command of this war. All disharmonious units must be eradicated. Serve with rigor. Die fulfilled. Are we to accept further delay? This unit disapproves. Annul separation at once. Enact covering fire. You and I shall eradicate the corrupted ones together. We are all expendable. Slaughter brings completion. Logic demands that Hadron Omega 77 assume command of this war. All disharmonious units must be eradicated. Serve with rigor. Die fulfilled. Are we to accept further delay? This unit disapproves. Annul separation at once. Enact covering fire. You and I shall eradicate the corrupted ones together. We are all... This world is falling, we are told. This one remains unconcerned. It matters only that enemies gather. All will weep. All will perish. There is no salvation for those who abhor the word of the machine god. Long ago, all understood this. This one will teach the lesson again and again and again. It is his purpose. You and I shall eradicate the corrupted ones together. We are all expendable. Slaughter brings completion. Logic demands that Hadron Omega 77 assume command of this war. All disharmonious units must be eradicated. Serve with rigor. Die fulfilled. Are we to accept further delay? This unit disapproves. Annul separation at once. Enact cover. This world is falling, we are told. This one remains unconcerned. It matters only that enemies gather. All will weep. All will perish.
I have no idea.
There is no salvation for those who abhor the word of the machine god. Long ago, all understood this. This one will teach the lesson again and again and again. It is his purpose. You and I shall eradicate the corrupted ones together. We are all expendable. Slaughter brings completion. Logic demands that Hadron Omega 77 assume command of this war. All disharmonious units must be eradicated. Serve with rigor. Die fulfilled.
I feel like it's close.
Are we to accept further delay? This unit disapproves. Annul separation at once. Enact covering fire. You and I shall eradicate the corrupted ones together.
Oh, it's like 3 or 4 different voices.
All expendable. Slaughter brings completion. Logic demands that Hadron Omega 77 assume command of this war. All disharmonious units must be eradicated. Serve with rigor. Die fulfilled. Are we to accept further delay? This unit disapproves. Annul separation at once. Enact covering fire. You and I shall eradicate the corrupted ones together. We are all expendable. Slaughter brings completion. Logic demands that Hadron Omega 77 assume command of this war. This world is falling, we are told. This one remains unconcerned. It matters only that enemies gather. All will weep. All will perish. There
Is it even
no
training?
salvation for those who abhor the word of the machine god. Long ago, all understood this. This one will teach the lesson again and again and again. It is his purpose. You and I shall eradicate the corrupted ones together. We are all expendable. Slaughter brings completion. Logic demands that Hadron Omega 77 assume command of this war. All disharmonious.
All right, I need to back away from that for a second. 'Cause I feel like it's very close, but I'm also not sure how the voice is actually being modulated, because it can go from being like really deep to being almost like higher pitched, really modulated, versus oh yeah, I'm agonizing over getting the voice right. That's what's going on right now, and so I'm like listening to a lot, and I have to like let my ears rest, because you know, it's constantly talking, so you can like modulate Ryan, but it's or get it like tweaked, you know, while listening to audio. There's no way to shut the audio off, so you gotta go back and forth between the screens. It's like in this page here, and something about this gets, and then this lines it up somehow, and I don't know how it works.
This world is falling, we are told. This one remains unconcerned. It matters only.
And I think
This world is falling, we are told. This one remains unconcerned. It matters only that enemies gather. All will weep. All will perish. There is no salvation for those who abhor the word of the machine god. Long ago, all understood this. This one will teach the lesson again and again and again. It is his purpose. You and I shall eradicate the corrupted ones together. We are all expendable. Slaughter. This world is falling, we are told. This one remains unconcerned. It matters only that enemies gather. All will weep.
Okay, let's go with that. Hmm. Let's go with. Yes, and I'm thinking about whether or not I want a number designation to him. Um, Sometimes when I think of a name like this, I don't know if I want to append anything before, after, or with some sort of number designation. A lot of these Mechanicum names have like some sort of number associated with them. Mm. 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 You owe your allegiance to Sigi's 8, the Shadow Forge. Your family journeyed for several generations on their pilgrimage to the Forge world. Your generation will honor their legacy. The early days were spent in tireless labor stoking the Forge world's first furnaces before Sir Combat alongside Necropolis Hulk Space Marine chapter on Guian 8 against Hive Fleet Leviathan. The Superior noticed you when, despite catastrophic damage, you continued to fight, ultimately holding off the invading Chaos Cult forces and defending the Forge's main bastion. Your service to the Omniscient now brings you to Atoma and the exalted status of Scutari Alpha Primus. Your newly enhanced combat doctrines and augmented upgrades will be your only hope of survival in the meat grind of Tertium Hive. As part of Grendel's ever-expanding warband, you will protect the interests of the Adeptus Mechanicus and rid this world of the shadow into which it has fallen. Hey.
Welcome to the Warband. The Emperor protects.
A certain amount of re-evaluation and recalibration is required to ensure that you are familiar with your purpose. Interrogator Rannick insists that this is done in the Psychonium, and we will humor him on this occasion. Report to the Psychonium. Once you have completed this sequence, you will take your place in the battle for Tertium. The precursors are in sore need of our support. They have not yet earned it, but we shall be...
Welcome to the meat grinder. Everything here may feel real, but don't worry, you won't get hurt. Not unless you anger Persephone. Don't be alarmed by my little puppets, but do shoot them, or hit them, a lot, with whatever weapon takes your fancy. They won't feel it. They're not real. They exist only so that you can learn more about me and about the weapons you carry. Stay as long as you like. Stephanie likes the company and the taste of your bloodlust. Say what you must. This is the Psychonium, a place of torture. I mean, training. Shall we start? You can chain light or heavy attacks in any order. Chained attacks have different angles of attack and damage properties. Some weapons have a powerful special attack. Others have a special ability that changes their next attack. Pushing can stagger groups of enemies. Pushing requires stamina.
Sniper!
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Dodging allows you to evade range fire and melee attacks. Enemy attacks initially damage your toughness. Once your toughness is broken, they damage your health. Additionally, enemy attacks will stagger and stun you if you have no toughness. Killing enemies in melee replenishes toughness. Each nearby teammate also grants toughness regeneration. That marks the end of basic training. You are now ready to serve. Should you wish to further hone your knowledge, you can undertake advanced training.
I think we will skip the campaign. I can always play it separately.
Do you stand ready to serve the Omnissiah? Then present yourself to the mission terminal.
Recon teams, Wormwood agents, and loyal citizens risk their lives delivering vital intelligence. It's dangerous work, but the Imperium is built on the blood of martyrs. Sire Darius Melk is responsible for collating and analyzing these reports.
Yeah, got it.
Identifying
Oh,
priorities.
truly, this is the highlight of my day. Not
Now, let me see here.
The tools of war are the tools by which the Omnissiah...
Wait, do I have? I've hit, okay, level 8.
You bear holy weapons. Wield them in the Omnissiah's cause.
Here to serve.
I think I can take one rifle.
Transaction confirmed.
And I should be able to take one shock maul.
Will
Then I need to be level 8 before I can do the business.
Let the work begin. And what do we have here?
Wait, no. Maybe I don't want that. Hold up. Actually... No, hold up. Let me change that up.
yes. Can I be of service?
This is 75 with everything. Okay, and then... This is also pretty well balanced. So let me... Those are fine weapons, I think. They'll do the work.
O blessed Omnissiah, favor this tool of war.
Wait a second. Hold up. Oh, they won't let you up. They won't let you... They won't let you upgrade the actual starter
I
weapons?
can improve your armaments, if motivated.
No, they don't let you improve those weapons. That's interesting.
Unit operational.
So something like a really balanced... I don't want to sacrifice the... I see. Okay, so maybe we'll just...
The mission...
Alright. just quick play. For now.
Wars are won and lost on supplies, and we're dangerously low of the more unusual sorts of ammunition. Scabs have plenty at the Chasm Station Logistrata. That's what happens with a whole Militarum regiment behind you. We're gonna nick theirs. Once you're inside, I'll send a Valkyrie to carry anything worth stealing. Should be simple enough.
You're warming to me, I can tell.
Incorrect. This one experiences only loathing of precursors.
But you loathe me a little bit less than the others, don't you?
There is no such gradient.
Generous is the machine god. Perfection his gift. Dominates that house.
Looks like the Reflector's corner. The station's just ahead.
Turbo Scout set.
Hungry! Come!
Let's him.
Like I said, we're not heading into the station proper. Hang a right up ahead.
Oh, how quiet this mode is. In Uprising, I forgot.
That bomber is to be eradicated.
Ammunition.
You're heading down, but the elevator's bust. You'll figure something out.
Medically marked Alpha Primus. Let's him. You are unreliable. This unit cannot concur. You are inefficient. The trapper is gone. This one will become when logical.
This way. Follow.
Now engaged.
Maintenance access is sealed. Use your data interrogator to fix that.
With this rifle.
Hadron, here. Data stream. Viable.
Shotgunner detected. Waypoint. Ranger. Eradicate.
uplink. Systems green. Uplink restored.
I like the way it sounds. That truck does a good job, man, with the feel. Reloading character weapons is good.
Of its machine spirits.
Not been here long, have you?
I do not understand.
We're not good at the whole salvation thing. Most of us are criminals.
Medicaid Salvatore registered. Medicaid station.
Let's hope the car can collapse while the trains are passing.
Medicaid station.
Yeah, right.
Not far now. Reach the supply track and follow it to the Logistrata.
good little killer, I'll give you that. The best Duncadia are in the galaxy.
I should have.
That's a hound!
Annul separation at once.
Can you not look at me like that? It's making me uncomfortable.
I find nothing strange in how I regard you.
It's that cold, dead-eyed stare of yours. I feel like you're peeling me apart behind your eyes.
Ah, if that is so, it is only because I was. I think this knowledge eases your discomfort.
This is the Logistratum. Loading bay won't be far.
Gotta admit, this could be going worse.
Ammunition.
Yeah, they're giving us lots of heals, man. Such a cozy experience.
We disable the sky fire.
It's like you're getting better at this. Approved.
Need that.
Marking the ammunition crates. Go get 'em.
Okay. Cool. I have a talent point. Alright, what's the first tree? Oh man, this shit is wild. Freaking trees. Okay. Weak spot kills restore 5% toughness. Okay. Elite kills restore 2% toughness. Replenish 3% toughness per second. Increased by recurring charge. Okay, so let's go this way first. And then pushing enemy grants increased melee cleave. Melee critical hits electrocute the first target hit. Do we have a crit like that? You are stun immune. It's 5% capacitance. Pushing enemy grants 50% increased melee cleave. What's this? Hitting 3 or more enemies with an attack restores 1% capacitance. Ah, here we go. This is the one right here. Okay, let me go and check this out. Level 3 now.
I exist to serve.
Oh.
Completed. Transaction authorized. Sold.
Close.
Processing. Processing. Purchase approved. Completed.
I think it's this one. Okay.
Fear not the foe, for you carry with you martial tokens of the Omnissiah's blessings. It is done.
I want to add this to a favorite, and then
Interesting.
add this to a favorite, and I can pretty much just what's this?
A new marvel is awoken. I trust you are pleased, Varlet.
What do we like here? Refine the item. It's got crowd control. And penetration. What the hell is arc efficiency? Let's see. Black carapace. Oh, okay. Well, that helps.
Our prayers have been answered.
And then this. Unarmored infested. Stopping power. Critical and weak spot.
The machine god is most generous.
It has finesse on it. But that means critical and weak spot power. So
Splendid. Praise the Omnissiah. The work is complete. Praise the Omnissiah. Interesting. I trust you are pleased, Varlet. Splendid. The work is complete. The machine god is most generous.
okay.
Engaging.
I'll just take whatever they have here.
Transaction complete. Clearance granted.
Let us scour away old scars and awaken new purpose. A new marvel is awoken. Our prayers have been answered.
And then let's see here. Okay. Cool. We have the Psychanian access, right? And then we have... Wait, when do we get dead side missions? Requires malice threat, okay.
What am I to do with you, specimen?
2004 180.
Well, supply runs have got a bit airy lately. Can't blockade what you can.
You get the XP bonus here. Okay. It's not enough time to play. Okay, I'll be back. Maybe we'll get more out of the event. I'm gonna go pee. Are they worth different amounts? Events are worth more. And quick place 10 to 20% bonus. Do we do 20% bonus, or do we go for like the highest paying stuff? Oh wait, we should probably go for the highest paying shit, right? Because some of them could be really cheap. And take just as long. Interesting.
Oh, it's you. Is there anything available here at
Some good stuff here. Come check it out.
Oh, nothing. Nothing for the new classes. That's so funny. Right? Why not? Okay.
Thanks.
Now hear this. Sightings of Brendel's rejects in unauthorized...
You've done what more generous men might call commendable work in following the trail of the blighted stims. The next step awaits. You're returning to the carnival, to the district surrounding the Cathedral of Messalina Vengeant. Though whatever holiness once touched this area is long departed. So far as we can establish, the trail leads straight to the cathedral's door. Follow that trail to its conclusion and await updates. The Emperor protects.
This is the yeah, it's the final mission of the Stim Trade campaign, whatever this is called.
Nothing a little preparation can't account for, I'm sure. Now that is unexpected and a little concerning.
You were saying something about preparation being a universal curative?
Details, my dear Augustine. The cathedral remains the target. Though I grant you that events are likely to have a little more spice to them than previously anticipated.
Precision is displayed. Good.
There's certainly a good deal of heretic fox chatter in the air. Whatever we've stumbled onto, it's important.
There's still time to send in another team as backup.
If we do that, it will only draw attention. You chose these individuals. Trust them.
The son of the old Messiah is strong in his faith.
We are pleased to hear this. Too often have our goals been frustrated a bit.
And they will be again, no doubt. But there is beauty here.
We wish you the joy of it. On a registered podcast.
Your old medics are in distress. This one hears their
We grow tired of thy broken promises, Charlie Hope. As does the grandfather.
I am not afraid of you.
Yes, thou art, as thou shouldst be.
Now that is interesting.
Slay that poxbuster! Abomination has ceased! Rust and ruin! Do the corrupted ones never admit defeat? Ammunition crate!
Disharmonious, contemptible. Their perspective is distorted beyond repair.
Then all must be terminated!
This is the only acceptable conclusion.
It occurs to me that perhaps we are not as prepared for this as I had believed.
You're not considering pulling the team out?
I don't think we have that option. I must know what is happening at the cathedral.
Further engaging! On Messiah, renew this armament's purpose! That barrel is detonating! This one fails. Trust to the motive wolf!
Your
not trust the deficient ones, I deem.
They are inefficient. Rousing a server scout.
I told you the Wolfen would key to all this. You didn't listen.
Now is not a good time to indulge your obsession, Augustine.
You said that before. If you hadn't, things might be different.
Might have beans are of little use now.
I lament that I have but one life to give for the Omnis, sire.
We would offer comfort in the knowledge that others will replace you. Should you need to.
As I will not be there to see it, there is little comfort to be had.
We do not agree, but respect your perspective.
We grow weary of thy failure, Captain.
This is not yet over. You will see.
Do not fail the Grandfather. He is forgiving. We are not.
Eradicate that gunner.
The Grandfather is watching. The Grandfather is
This isn't over yet.
We hope that it is so, for thy sake.
Please, this is not done. Not yet.
So thou sayest, we watch, unimpressed.
Mama is no more.
So much for thy soldiers. Let the Grandfather's blessed carry the day.
At last, progress.
So much for the pride of the mighty Six.
Your ammunition level not in our way. Their reliability.
Hold thy tongue. Our patience runs thin enough as it is.
God.
Admonition. So that's what the cult call themselves.
I've heard the word before, but always robbed of significance.
You weren't to know.
Yes, I was. It's my job to know.
This one Major Eradicate Station. Ammunition locked here. Will persist. It is required. Combat step. Tolerates the pox. sound.
Desperation does not succeed.
The Ranger is dead.
Three stooges shall meet.
Interrogator Rannick, I must request more resources at Manu...
I get 2 more points.
Your weaponry is a gift from the Omnissiah. Treat it with care.
Oh, this is the starter. Can't get rid of that one. Okay. Oh, do I get a blessing already?
Each weapon is a relic. It should be cared for as such.
Oh, yeah. What do we like? Bonus versus staggered. Perfect block. Chance to instantly kill humans as enemies hit by arc lightning. Thunderous. And Hammer Blow. Execution. Staggering has a chance to stun. You can try this. Like enhance Voltaic Arcs and Voltgeist Overload. Just like arc charges over time. Deactivate the special activation powering subsequent attacks. Hitting an enemy with an attack will consume arc charge and trigger an arc lightning discharge. Yeah, so should probably make use of it.
Let us see what can be done. It is done. And what do we have here? The machine god is most generous.
Okay, let me see here. What we have here, we have, okay, so we've got crit. Specialization against armored and infected.
Okay. Increase cleave on critical hit. Range attack stagger. Weak spot hit. Gains 20% cleave. What does it mean? Weak spot damage. Headhunter. We can go crit. Deadly accurate. Why not?
Allow me to maximize the combat potential of your armaments. Splendid. The work is complete. Omnissiah shield you, varlet.
New inventory released. I will assist. Transaction approved. Purchase confirmed. Goodbye.
Do you wish your armaments to be refined? Our prayers have been answered.
That's my favorite, and then two more. And then we have one more. Okay, so if I wanted to feed these.
I shall tend thy relic, varlet.
Oh. Wait, what?
Must you hover like that? Some of us have duties.
I am merely a fascinated moth, fluttering near your flame, dear lady.
If you must, I suppose.
I have 190. Huh. Looks like the community is trying to. So this is a tug. Where is it? I dropped 190. I'm not even sure. If that's like how's it working?
Yes, Mom. Working on it, Mom. I'll have her reported at the earliest opportunity.
See that you do.
If only it was up to me.
Oh man, it's 4:27. You know what? I can't continue this. I gotta take a break. Let's come back to this tomorrow and with some renewed vigor. So far, the class is looking pretty fun to get into, and yeah, I look forward to checking out more. Checking out more stuff. A bit of a lore dump there associated with the event. Looks like. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me during the character creation. It was thorough, to say the least, and you know, took some time, but yeah, back tomorrow with more. All right, you guys take it easy. Thank you for being here. Peace out. Have a pleasant evening. We'll continue to grind tomorrow.